Yay!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unwind, where we always have something to say about the Jays, I guess.
Yeah, we have something.
Kind of butchered the intro on that one, guys, but we're here.
It's all good.
Typically, we do this on a Friday evening, but today we're switching it up, just scheduling and life and whatnot, so... We'll just have to be hungover tomorrow for work, and that'll just be what it is. Well,
Yep.
I mean, I don't actually work. You do. But...
I do. I work. I got to get up at 6:30. But I mean, I'll be honest. Like for those who've been around, one wine bottle doesn't really get me hungover. So.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Exactly. You're a trained veteran, buddy. You're a trained veteren.
I went to university.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about.
We asked the question on here, the title of the video, when will George Springer play again? And I feel like that would be a great place for us to start the talk right now, because I love the comment that we have right now, and I'm going to butcher your name as I always do, from Dull Kermist, who says, the way the Jays are hitting, they'll likely not rush him back, gotta make sure he is 100% so he doesn't re-injure and miss the postseason.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, look, like I was looking up some stats earlier, and I was telling you about it. But guys, we have the #1 offense right now in baseball. Like #1 in I'm a little biased. Like, there's the Houston Astros, there's the Red Sox, but I think we're #1, and we're #1 in May for sure. So we're one of the hottest offenses in baseball right now.
Well, we're doing a lot of things right, buddy. Because I think as you were reading off those stats, you know, it was like first, second, fourth, like.
Second.
Exactly. You know, it's like we were right up there and everything, and we're talking about average, slugging, OBP, OPS, all of the important categories. So we're getting key contributions from everyone, and it really feels that way because when you go through our lineup, I'd say right up until, like, 8, 9, everyone's pretty solid. Even Joe Panic yesterday making some solid contributions for the squad.
And Joe Panic before the game, I was like, man, this guy should be batting in the 7th hole. Like, put Gurriel there. Well, he came through with it was supposed to be a sac fly. I don't even know what they ruled it.
Well,
Marte dropped it.
He missed it. It was like game over anyway.
Yeah, he knew
Marte
there was
it
no
done,
way.
So.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't realize, and this is something I didn't realize about Joe Panic, but his runners in scoring position, his average, it was like 430. And then so like I see why Montoya did that. I was not aware of that statistic, but I mean, like, good from Joe Panic. He's doing okay this year.
Yeah.
So can't complain right now. The offense is looking elite.
Yeah.
And as of right now, there is no reason for us to be rushing back George Springer if it means that he's just going to hurt himself again, be subpar, and ruin the rhythm that we already have with Semien at the top, and then everyone else following behind.
Because that's the big question. Here's another question: is where the heck? Also, just gonna shout out everybody. Hello, everybody. Yes, we usually do this on Friday, but life scheduling is happening.
Yeah, Tristan Morgan, Bringer Rain, Zendot. What is good,
up?
my
What up?
friend?
What up, guys?
Good?
But the question I'm gonna propose, and you guys answer too in the chat, is where do you put George Springer once he comes back? Where do you put him?
I don't want to mess with anything right now, actually. Like, I actually do not want to mess with anything.
I feel you.
And maybe, like, this is like an unpopular opinion or something, but, like, I might, you know what actually I might do? I might put George Springer second, and I might move Bo down.
To the 6th spot?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, George Springer in the 6th spot, like, that doesn't feel right.
No,
$150 million in the 6th spot?
No. I don't think exactly, but it's like Bo has definitely been struggling the most out of those guys.
Yeah.
And I mean,
he needs it would be kind of like a wake-up call to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, and then it's like, we don't move Semien, so he can still be there and being like, you're the leadoff, like, right now, you're killing it, so be leadoff. George Springer is like, kind of lead off because he can be number 2. And I always thought that George Springer, with all the power that he has, would be a really good number 2.
Marcus Simeon's got great power too. Hit 8 home runs in May.
Absolutely. But
The whole leadoff position is just completely changed now.
Yeah, well, but the thing is, like, Marcus Simeon, too, it's like, got the great power, but he also hit, like, 380 in May, so
yes,
it's like,
yes.
so it
and
doesn't
he's got great speed. Like.
Yeah, and he's got great speed. So just overall doing a lot right now. But yeah, I think if I had to do anything, I would probably move Bo Bichette down there.
Yeah.
And then if Montoya is stuck with his thinking of Gurriel has to bat 7th, well, I guess that's not
works.
Awful anymore because
That
you're
works.
still saying you're still with Bo Bichette, you're still with Grichuk. We could still have an inning of Grichuk, Bo, Gurriel, and like that's pretty elite.
Yo, actually, take this in. Assume that is the lineup where Bo Bichette bats 6th, Gurriel 7th, and let's say Rowdy Tellez is somehow I don't think he can bat actually. No, he actually cannot bat because once George Springer comes back. Anyways, I was gonna say Bo Bichette at one point was batting leadoff for us, and then there's Gurriel who was batting 3rd for us at one point last year.
Last year.
So those are 2 leadoff, like top of the order guys in the 6 and 7 hole. And then I was gonna say if Tellez was in the 8 spot, that was our 3rd hitter at some point last year.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's been a drastic increase in this team.
Yeah.
Breakouts from T.O., a breakout from Randall Grichuk right now. We were talking. It'd be great to switch up Gurriel and Grichuk in the lineup, but Grichuk's holding on to that spot.
Getting hot again.
He's got an iron hold onto that 5th spot. He's saying, I am not going anywhere right now.
And how could you after last night? He was on a 9-game hit streak. I believe like in that 9-game hit streak, he was hitting 380, like same as Simeon.
Well, I feel like he gets I mean, like, almost forgotten about because you have Vladdy right now with MVP performances. You have Semien being player of the month. And then also, like, we're all excited because Lourdes is finally coming out and he's doing really good. So Grichuk just kind of gets, like, I feel forgotten about, but it's like he is doing really good stuff right now.
What's his numbers right now? I want to look him up.
I'm going to guess that he's hitting, like, 290. Like, I think that he's
I feel like
actually
that is
hitting about
accurate.
290.
How many home runs?
12.
11. But close. 41 RBIs. I think that's 5th in the majors, they said last night.
That's freaking awesome, man. And yeah, what's
286.
286, 318 on base, and a 515 slugging. And that's good for an 832 OPS. Wow. That's awesome.
I can't even ask more from this man at all.
That's awesome, man. Like 832 OPS, like that is exactly what I was always wanted from you, Randall. Like you are awesome. You're hitting with power. You're hitting for a higher average. That's awesome.
When he played for us in 2018, he hit 25 homers. His OPS was 803. In 2019, he dropped the OPS to 738. I also dropped the average too. But he also hit 31 homers. Now it feels like we're getting a complete Randall Grichuk. Last year, 793, and now an 832 OPS. It's awesome.
It's awesome, man. I'm so happy with what he's doing right now with the squad. Like he is just on another level, and I feel like we need to start thinking about him more. You know.
I agree.
As like one of the key Blue Jays.
He's key. Hey, I never thought that I'd have Randall Grichuk sitting on my fantasy team as a lock. Like I'm like, yep, you're not moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've also I've noticed a couple of your guys' comments here. Nicholas Rebello, hello, my friend, saying but if Bo starts to get hot, I wouldn't move him. And agreed, man. He did have a very clutch hit yesterday as well. But the at-bats prior to that were definitely not where we want to see them. He's had his problems this year, I think. Like, I know the overall numbers, they look okay on paper and pretty decent. A little bit below average for Bo Bichette standards, but they look okay on paper. But when you watch and when you see the eye test, it's like eventually getting to 0-2 every single time is not going to be productive. You know?
And I will credit him. He did do well in that at-bat in the 9th inning.
Yeah, he did, man. He did really well.
If he can fucking apply that formula and actually start to have good ABs, because he doesn't have many quality ABs. Well, let's be honest. So let's live in a world where Bo Bichette starts getting hot.
Let's put our money where our mouth is right now, buddy. I believe that we can look up who's had quality at-bats on this squad. Can we not?
Probably. Do you know? I'm
where? I'm not sure. I don't know where we would find that, but
quality at bat.
Toronto Blue Jays, I would imagine that he would be in the bottom half of it for sure.
Yeah.
Or if he is in the top half of it, I think it's more of a volume thing, being at the top of the lineup and playing most games. But maybe I'm just covering my ass.
Let's see.
We might not be able to
Records.
find it. It is kind of a specific stat.
It's pretty specific.
You know, so yeah, just so you guys know, quality AB is like 6 pitches or higher.
6
basically.
pitches or higher, yeah.
And I do find that Bo Bichette does not do that very often.
No.
But could be wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't see it right outside. It's a deep one.
It's a deep one. If y'all have any questions, then please send them into the chat right now. We just kind of went down a rabbit hole of George Springer and Bo Bichette and whatever.
Richik, but
that's what happens on the Wine on Wine.
It happens. We're trying to get you guys in now that we're 10 minutes deep. We got 31 of you here. Love to see that. Thank you all for coming. Just want to see if anyone's got any questions right now before we dive into the box.
Yeah. And I did see you too, Tristan. Yes, we are at 2.3K. We've had a pretty nice week.
Very
guys.
excellent.
We are growing by the stonks low, okay? Because we're going up.
Stonks.
Yeah, exactly.
That meme.
Mark Day, I totally agree.
Yes.
I couldn't agree more.
Yes. If Bo had his 2-strike approach, he would hit 400.
He would.
100%.
He would, bro. Like, at me. Because this guy's 2-strike approach is arguably one of the best in the league. It's so clear that when he gets there, he sees the ball out of the person's hand, like, way differently.
Yeah.
He just sees it better.
I literally want to look up his fan graphs right now. Because they have splits on, like, 2 strikes and, like, whatever counts and whatever.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's
see if we're right or we're just talking right now.
And I feel like it's skewed because you do have a lower average in that thing, but let's see.
What's his best count?
What is his best? Probably when he's ahead. Is this? Oh, it's freaking laggy right now. Oh, here we go. 2021. Okay, here we go. His best count is 3-0. He's got 3 hits in that. Look at the numbers. Don't look like eye popping. You know what I mean?
211 right now on 0-2, guys.
211, but still, that's way better than Major League average. I think the Major League average is like 167.
Look at how many times he's gotten there. You know, look at how many times he's gotten there compared to how many times he's ahead.
Yeah.
Very rarely does he get ahead, guys. He gets down to 0-2 quite a bit.
And usually he finishes the most he's ever finished at bat was one at 0-1. He'll go down 0-1 and he'll finish that bat and he hits 233. Yeah, nothing's really eye popping.
No.
He actually, oh my god, take this fucking in, everybody. He hits 042 on a 3-2 count, but this is even worse.
Wow.
He hits 067 at a 3-1 count. Granted, he's only gotten there 15 times.
Yeah, so he doesn't get there very often, but when he does get there, and I think I know what he does, is he swings for the freaking fences, buddy. I would imagine that's what happens here, because we've all seen the crazy Bo swing where his hair goes flipping around, like his neck is all over the place, like he looks like he's gonna give himself whiplash, dude. Like he should really be careful.
Yeah, for real.
But that's probably what happens there, buddy.
Yeah. All right, shall we dive into the box?
I think we should dive into the box, unless somebody has asked a question here. Nicholas Rebello said, oops, our thing just went, whoops. Nicholas Rebello said, Player A made 5 out of 5 last free throws, 70% of the season. Player B, 0-5 last free throws, 90% of the season. Down 2 points. Oh, Nicholas Rebello.
This is a lot of math. This is a lot of math.
Player A. I'm drinking wine right now.
Okay. He's 5 for 5 today.
Yeah.
Player B, 0 for 5, but he's been really good. Down 2 points. Who do you pick? I gotta go with the hot hand. Yeah.
No, I go for the 90% guy. If that 90% guy, you attach Vladimir Guerrero's name to that. That 70% guy is Rowdy Tellez. What do you think?
Okay. That's different. But again, this is basketball. I don't know. Like,
I don't think that's okay. So like LeBron and like.
But LeBron's never cold.
Well, I don't know, man. Like, I think if you attach name values, then it's immediately like, okay, like, I have to stick with my MVP.
Right, but if I'm playing math, like, yeah, I hear you. Anyone else? How many games do you think Toronto? How many games do you think Toronto win this year? Well, we did an over/under very early on.
Okay, well, would we readjust? Because what we said that they go like, what, 88, I think? 87, 88, 89? It was around there.
I think it was like 88, 89. Like
I
something
think
like
I think
that.
it was 88 or 89.
Or was it 90?
I don't think I went
I
as
don't
high
know.
as 90.
I
I don't
feel
think
like I
I
would've
went as
done
high
that.
as
No.
90. I think it was 88 or 89.
Yeah.
And if I had to readjust right now, I would say no, because I think that we're getting out of our injury thing right now. Like, and no as in like I wouldn't readjust. I do still think that we're on track for that. Our schedule's going to get really easy in the next couple weeks after we get through a couple hard teams.
Mm-hmm.
Our pitching is getting better, question mark. And,
It is.
And I think that we'll probably go make a move for some bullpen guys. And our lineup is awesome. So.
Yo, take this the fucking 2016 Blue Jays were exactly where we are today. 29 and 25. We're exactly where we were.
Eh?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And then if we look at 2015, this. Oh no, sorry.
Actually, yeah.
Sorry.
I think you're fucking up.
Yeah, no, I fucked up. There's like a drop down menu. Oh well, that's shit.
So where are we then?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I guess you can't look. Whatever.
2015. Yeah, we'll see. All right. I'm gonna take one more stab at it. No, okay. All right.
Doesn't matter. I think that we're gonna win a roughly 88 or 89 games this year, guys.
Yep. I think.
Book it.
I think same thing. 88, 89. I think we're gonna get hot, especially halfway through June. Our record's gonna get a shitload easier. I hope. And here's another, bringing it back to the question of the title of the video. Will George Springer play again? Maybe in that time. Who fucking knows? I actually have no fucking clue. So if you came here for answers, sorry, we let you down. We don't know.
Also, Shane Knapp right here asks, sorry, the quote chat's moving. Do we go for Scherzer aggressively in the offseason, potentially to try for him at the deadline? I think it's more of a deadline move for Scherzer.
Yeah.
I don't think that we're going to be aggressively going after him to like sign to a multi-year or like even maybe a 1 year. Maybe if we can get a 1 year, but I don't think that that's what Scherzer's going to want to do.
Yeah.
If I'm Max Scherzer, I probably want to get the bag. I'm going to like argue that I have like 3 years left in me and I'm going to go to a team that will give me that amount of money. So I don't think that's our motive. I think our motive is much more, we could use him right now in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Can we get him for a reasonable deal of prospects?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm definitely with the whole Max Scherzer shit. I agree. Yeah, I got like nothing more to. I have nothing more to add to that. It's pretty straight up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
buddy.
What else we got? Okay, everybody.
What up, Blue Jay fans?
What up?
This is Patrick.
What up? All right, I'm gonna dive into the box.
Dive into the box, big dive. Hope that everybody's diving into their wine bottles right now.
All right. I just gotta read this whole thing first.
What's the question, my friend?
So who is the current face of baseball right now?
Oh, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of faces, guys. There's a lot of faces right now. Vlad comes to mind. Acuna comes to mind. Tatis comes to mind. Being on the cover of MLB The Show, I think is like pretty like that. You come to mind. Mike Trout comes to mind. But if I had to say one single player, I'm gonna go Ohtani.
Why would you go Ohtani?
I'm going Ohtani because Ohtani right now is doing something that is literally unparalleled with his pitching, with his batting, and also I think he's the face of baseball because we went out, we posted a video about Ohtani, and it really blew up because he is actually worldwide. So when I'm thinking about it, and I think who is the face of baseball, like who is most known around the globe as being the face of baseball, I think it's Ohtani right now. I think it is Ohtani.
Fair enough. I think he's the face of baseball for sure in Japan.
Yeah.
I think the face of baseball is Tatis Jr. Like he's literally the face of the fucking video game. He's everywhere. He's one of the hottest hitters right now in baseball. There's no fucking question about it. It's Tatis Jr.
Yeah, Tatis is crazy, man. The slugging is freaking insanity, like what he did in the month of May.
Yeah.
But at the same point, Ohtani with the pitching and the batting, like I think if Ohtani, we were actually talking about it the other day, guys. If Vlad gets a triple crown, so that's RBIs, batting average, and home runs, if he gets a Triple Crown, would he win MVP, or would Ohtani win MVP by doing what he's doing right now?
Yeah. See, like, as of, like, he's been really good, but as of late, like, I'm going to read out what Tristan said. He's kind of cooled down. So he's, like, chilling. Like, I've even noticed my fans team, I'm, like, not getting as much from him right now.
Right.
He's been sitting a lot more. He's not playing.
He's probably getting a little tired out.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the workload is insane.
Yeah.
So he's probably getting a little tired out.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good question, though. If, like, what would be your answer? Do you think it goes Triple Crown, or do you think that they'd give it to Ohtani for the pitching and the batting?
What does Ohtani do this year? Like, what does he end with?
Like, what he's doing right now.
What is he
let's
doing
say,
right now?
I think the ERA is, like, mid to very good on the home runs. I want to hear what you guys have to think, too, in the comments. Let me know.
Let's see. Let us see. So yeah, he's got a 927 OPS, really nice, 15 homers. And now let's look at the pitching.
I think if you just scroll down, you can see the pitching.
Oh, sweet. Go, maybe standard pitching. Here we go. Oops, it just fucking popped up.
Yeah, Baseball Reference can get crazy.
Okay, pitching right now, he is oh my fuck, all the ads. 272 ERA with a FIP of 385. Okay.
36 innings. That's tough.
It's tough because Triple Crowns, like, I mean, I was gonna say Triple Crowns don't happen every so often, but this guy only happens every fucking longer. Literally. I don't know. It's tough. I think that's gonna come down to whoever's gonna get the most votes from the committee. That's it.
Yeah. It'll be a tough one, guys. Ohtani or Vlad. If Vlad hits Triple Crown and if Ohtani continues, let us know.
Mark Day goes, do you guys think that Vladdy would be this special? Like, this is amazing. I had hopes. This was, when he first came up, this is what I pictured it to happen immediately. And I was let down. So obviously my hope started to dwindle. And I was like, okay, maybe if you could just become like a really good above average guy, you know, maybe one day you hit 900 OPS and you could do that for a few years. You know, that was me, like, because I've seen the results and I'm like, oh, like maybe, but no, this is now returning back to 2019 me, 2018 me even when I was fucking dreaming. But here we are.
Well, I remember when he came up, guys, I read an article and it was predicting Vladdy Guerrero's next 10 years. And it was insane, guys. It was like the first season, they predicted this guy to, like, hit 300 with, like, 35 bombs. And, like, it was so ridiculous. And I understand why this dude got in his head and, like, got all up in the mental, you know, basically, there was a massive pressure on this dude. And I think that pressure just had to get taken off, and now we're seeing what he actually can do. And now that the confidence is there, I expect maybe not this level of performance, but, like, close to it for potentially a decade. You know, like, I think that this is one of those guys, when you look back on elite players over the course of their career, 3 MVPs seem to be, like, the mark of you were an insane guy. And I think that Vlad could potentially be you are an insane guy.
I think he's a fucking crazy man.
Hall of Fame.
He's a crazy man. So, I think so.
You're pulling up the stats like you want to say about what he's doing right now.
Yeah, like I'm looking at like the WAR basically out of everybody. And right now,
Woodruff, eh?
Yeah, Woodruff's really good.
Woodruff is killing it.
Guerrero has the highest. No, actually, third highest. Oh my God, Simeon has a higher WAR than him. Yeah, Simeon, that's fucked though. Like, I would think that Guerrero is higher because overall he's been doing it more.
Maybe being like the position where Simeon is, doing really good defensively.
Could be.
And, like, he's probably scoring a lot of runs. Like, I don't know. It's close. I could see it.
It's like also Guerrero's hitting and he's RBIs, you know, and home runs. Like, so Max Muncy's first, Simeon's second, but Guerrero's third. So
well, would you look at that? Look at that, dude. Guerrero's offensive WAR is 3.2. His overall WAR is 3. So his defense is bringing him down. He's got the highest offensive WAR out of anyone.
That's interesting because, like,
I've liked his defense.
I've really liked his defense.
I've liked his defense.
So, Yeah, fuck, that is very interesting.
Yeah,
boys.
I don't know who makes the numbers, guys. I think the war is just freaking insanity. It's like, it's all this math that I don't understand, and I just like to drink
and react.
You know, I just drink and freaking react, for God's sake.
That's all I do.
You
also,
know?
I just noticed that our fucking thing was down. Here, I'll go put it up. Want to grab another question?
Yeah, I'll grab another one, guys. And if you have any in the chat, I'm sorry if we missed your question. It's hard to keep track of them, but I'm gonna dive in and get another one for y'all guys. And if everyone is sipping on a beverage, please put it in the chat. I'd love to know what our followers are drinking.
What are your beverages?
Oh, right. So I wrote this a little while ago, and I write when I don't even. This isn't even a question.
What is it? What is
like,
it? What is it?
Just like when I write this, Taijuan Walker has an ERA of 2.05 through 44 innings. Just pain.
Dude,
that's what I wrote.
Dude,
that's what I wrote.
Do you want to hear something crazy?
Is it better? It's better now, eh?
I think it's better.
Damn it.
I think it's better.
God damn it. Is it actually better? Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. He's got an ERA of 1.84. How many? What else you say?
44 innings. It was over
44 innings.
So.
This is 49 innings.
Oh my god.
And 49 strikeouts. We let this man go.
How did that happen, dude?
We let him go.
How did that happen? I don't
He's good. Yeah. We all knew he was good.
I swear to, if we had one thesis statement in this offseason,
yeah.
I must have I was saying it in my sleep. There are videos.
Thousands.
There are so many videos that you guys could watch where we're like, we just need Taijuan Walker back.
That's it.
And could you imagine if we had him now?
Wow.
If we had him now,
he'd be our ace.
Yes,
like Ryu's our ace, but he's better than he's like doing better than Ryu. He's doing better than Ryu in 9 games.
Yeah, and that would just, I think if we had him, we had Ryu, we had Ray, we had Mats. It's like,
and then here's the thing: you don't even really need to call up Manoah. As much as I love him and I want him to be that 5th guy, like they're stripling. But he's been good as late. But let's say he's stripling shit, and we get rid of him. He's not playing this well. There's Manoah.
Yeah.
Now our rotation. Guess what, everybody? It's complete this year. It's complete.
I think that makes it complete because then everyone has at any given moment a very elite ceiling. We have 4 guys who we can relatively trust, and we have that one developmental spot.
Yes.
You know, where we're developmenting Manoah.
Yeah.
So then it's like when it does come time for Ray and Mats and maybe Walker to dip, then, here's our next guy.
Yep,
filtered
right in line.
through perfectly.
Oh, now Pearson's up, and then let's go acquire 2 more dudes or something.
Do you remember when people said about Taijuan Walker's contract that it was a ripoff, that they wouldn't pay that they were happy that we dodged a bullet? Own up to it, guys. If you were one of those people, you can own up to it now. We were not one of those people.
No, we wouldn't. Dude, I was saying pay this. Fuck, dude. I would have done what paid Marcus Stroman, like 19.6 for 1 year. I would have said fuck it. Would you pay 19.6?
I don't know. That's close. But
close. Hey, we pay Marcus 18. I don't know. We're not pretty like. Well, obviously the stats now.
I was, and I will own up to this. I was unhappy with the Marcus signing at the time. I wanted that money to go to Taijuan Walker. Maybe not all of it, but I was like, I would have done 12. I would have done 12. I would have done 13 or 14. I would have done 14.
14's the max? What about 15? Push the limit and push you.
I mean, it all depends. It all depends. Probably yes. I would have done.
All right. Yeah, I would have done 15.
My money. This is play.
Yeah, exactly.
Money,
I don't care.
I'm just like Rogers. Pay up.
Oh yeah. Yes, I know, Joe Deep. It's only 2 months into the season, but that's 1/3 of the way in. Now we can start assessing, bro. The All-Star game's coming.
The All-Star game's coming, and he should be an All-Star.
I think he might get some ballots.
He should.
You know, I mean, depends on because I know the NL pitchers are fucking like loaded.
They are really
like I don't even think he's top 10 in ERA amongst ERA.
Well,
amongst
that's insane.
NL pitchers.
That's ridiculous if that is the case.
Because Ryu is 4th in ERA in the AL, but then once you add all the NL pitchers, he gets pushed down to like 14th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, ERAs are crazy this year, guys. There are people going insanity right now.
What else we got here?
What's the probability that Shapiro and Atkins are going to make a trade to get a starter? That's what Bringer of Rain asks.
I think there's an 80% chance. I think it's
80% chance that we go out and get a starter?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 80.
Yeah.
Only 20 is if, like, all of a sudden, like, but I don't see it happening. It's like Stripling and Manoa are, like, dynamite. And it's like, well, fuck, who do we get?
I'm not as confident with it now because it looks like the problem is developing into more of a bullpen thing.
Exactly.
So maybe I'll say, like, 60% chance. True. But I do think we'll 1,000% be acquiring some pitchers. We will 1,000% be acquiring some pitchers.
1,000%.
You know?
Like, and honestly, yes, I would say, what are the odds of getting a bullpen piece?
100%.
I think it's like.
I literally think it is 100%. I would be upset if we didn't.
I'm gonna go 90. I'm gonna go 90. But like, yes, it should happen.
But you would be upset if we.
I would be absolutely.
Yeah. At this point, if our guys in the starting roles are doing okay, I wouldn't be furious if we didn't.
I'd be like, oh well, I hope that they do well now.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay,
you know?
like I hope so, but that's assuming that we also went out and we acquired some freaking elite closers.
Yes, we do need to get some people. So.
Roderick asks, besides... Oh, and also Zendot, we will be making a video on Ian Kennedy. Do not worry. It's coming, bro. But Roderick out here asks, besides the Blue Jays, are the two of you fans of any other sports teams? I would direct you to one of our most recent videos that we posted. It did very well. It had roughly 10,000 views on it. And it is, I believe it is entitled something like... Maple Leafs lose in Game 7 to Canadians.
Yeah, like Toronto Maple Leafs fans.
Maple Leaf fan reaction.
Or something like that.
And it is not pleasant, guys. It is not pleasant.
Man, I'm fucking mad at that game. Because here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I don't think it's said in the video, but I opened up my heart to them at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Because... Like, we've been focusing so much on this channel and Blue Jays that, like, we really haven't been watching the
It was hard
Leafs.
to keep track of the Leafs as much as I wanted to.
It's like I always checked in every now and then. I did watch a game, like, every other week or something, occasionally peeked in. But, yeah, it was definitely difficult. But when we did start to get towards the playoffs, we were like, all right. Well, at least me. I don't know about you, buddy. But I was like, fuck, all right, let's go. Like, this team's really good. They're the best team in the fucking North. And then they fucking hurt me, and I started to open up, and then we went 3-1, and they hurt me because then I was like, okay, we're for sure going through. Yes, this is a lock, and then they fucking destroyed my feelings.
Yeah. So we're definitely a fan of the Maple Leafs. We like the Raptors. I'm getting into it more and more as time goes on. For football, if you're, I guess you must be new to this channel, buddy, because literally every other podcast, I reference Aaron Rodgers, the GOAT. And Devontae Adams and the Green Bay Packers. I'm a massive Green Bay Packers fan. I have been for years. Adam's hopping on the Cardinals train.
Yeah, so with my situation, for those who are football fans, is the Arizona Cardinals. I went on a nice date with them last year. Yeah. They were very pretty. And I was like, I'll give them a shot. Yeah. Went on my date, and I was very impressed. They showed me what I expected, and I was like, okay, let's see if there's a little bit more here. So we're going to go on our second date next year.
I got an update from Sleeper saying that the coach of the Arizona Cardinals is over the moon as to Kyler Murray's development, not only as a player, but also as a leader.
Yes, so, that is key, though, because my two takeaways from the season is that Kyler Murray needs to make his decision making needs to be a little bit better, actually a lot better, because he either goes for the fucking Hail Mary or he doesn't know when to throw. Yeah. And then the second thing is actually Cliff Kingsbury needs to fucking make his decision making a little bit better.
Charlie Montoya of baseball. Okay, so Ernest did ask a really good question. Actually, I do want to answer that. He said, if the Angels offered Mike Trout for Vladdy, would you take it? Give you a response.
No. It doesn't fit our timeline. First of all, I love Vlad. It just doesn't fit our timeline. He's way cheaper. No, I would take Vlad, 100%.
I would also say no to that. Couple reasons. One, Mike Trout gets paid.
Yeah,
Mike Trout
paid.
gets paid.
He gets paid.
And I don't want to pay Mike Trout that right now when we have that for basically free in Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I also think that Mike Trout, I believe he is 28 years old right now. 28, 29, 28.
Something like that. 28, I think, yeah.
So he's got about 6 years on Vlad. So we have to ask ourselves, let's say Mike Trout, he's still good until like 35,
36.
35, 36.
Yeah.
He's a generational player, so
Yep.
I imagine that he will go deeper than others, you know. So
And then
36 years old.
And that's when the descend starts to happen,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
So at 36, he's still killing it. So you still have 8 more years of Mike Trout. Will we get 8 years of elite from Vladdy? He'd be 30 at this time. I think we will.
Yeah, dude.
I think we will.
I think Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is a generational type of player.
Me too, man. Me too.
100%.
And you don't even need to be a generational type of player to still be good at age 30.
No.
You know?
No.
Like, in fact, at that point, he should be the best he's ever been.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
You know?
100%. Like, it's funny because I heard some people talk about Mike Trout where it's like, as you get older, like when you're in your 20s, you got that like nice bod, like that fit bod, you're fast, you're doing all this shit. And then around like 28, 29, 30s when you start getting your man meat and you start slowing down on the bases and you're starting to like, you know, just I'm slugging from
Really
here.
smack,
I'm just
you know?
smacking from here on out. Like that's an Al Pujols. I mean, he was never a runner anyways, but Vladdy, it's like he had his I'm just smacking body, and now guys, his sprint speed last night on that triple was above major league average.
Yeah.
So he's starting to get out of that I'm just a smacker bod, and he's going into his prime bod.
Bro, he can do it. You know, like he is still at a place right now where it's like he can get fitter, and I've noticed as the season's gone on, it's like you guys just take note of Vladimir Guerrero's body, his upper body, his chest, his arms. They all look so much more athletic than they used to. They look so much more like, I am going to punish you, pitcher. I don't care who you are. I'm going to punish you.
He's got scary bod now.
Yeah.
He's got a scary...
It's getting there, dude. And I really think that by age like 24, like this kid is going to be ripped.
Oh, yeah.
I expect him to be absolutely shredded. And I like if he's hitting 340 now, like... What's he gonna hit when he's like that?
Who fucking knows?
I don't know.
That's crazy because there's so much fucking upside. It's actually kind of fucked up.
So
guys.
much upside. So much. But what did you guys? I'm sorry, I missed out on the thing a little bit. But what about Ohtani for Vlad?
Yeah. I'm gonna still say no. I don't know. It's just that is totally just pure bias. I'm just gonna say no.
Yeah, that's a lot closer because Ohtani is 26. You know what? I personally, the reason I'm gonna say no is because I find it unsustainable for him to have what he's doing right now over the course of an entire career.
100. If
he proves me wrong, then we're wrong, and the right answer is Ohtani. Like if for about literally, if for 6 years, if for the next 6 years, Ohtani can be an elite pitcher and an elite batter, the correct answer is Ohtani in my mind. Right. But yeah, I find it hard to do that.
It's like I'd rather take the security of at least 8 years, nice, of Vladdy being really good.
Right.
Okay.
You know?
All right, guys, ask more questions in the chat. I'm gonna grab something from the box here. See what we come up with. All right, this one comes from Anthony SJR from Instagram.
Cool.
And they say, when do you guys think we'll see Big Nate again? Good question.
Good question. I don't think that we're going to see him anytime soon. Because right now, the rotation is looking pretty good. I know that Manoah had a bit of a down outing, but I do expect himself to level himself off. So right now, I don't see an opening for Big Nate, and I think that Big Nate has a lot of big developments that need to be done in AAA. So 100%. I think it's going to be a while.
For me, I think there is no date like kind of like piggybacking off that is like there is no date when we're gonna see Big Nate because Big Nate again needs to develop.
What date will we see Big Nate?
There is no date to see
Dr.
Big Nate.
Zeus?
Mate.
Yeah. Can I have some green eggs with those Big Nate hands? I'll just see myself out.
But
Yeah.
but to finish, kind of my thought there was, the only way we ever see Big Nate this season is if there's an injury and if Big Nate is killing it. And there's reports, 3 things, and there's reports that Big Nate has found his command again. Because I think that is going to be number 1 on the to-do list for Big Nate, is find that fastball command.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, literally, this guy could just get by on his fastball if he could command it efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really freaking hard to command the fastball efficiently, and he's having a hard time with it. So he's got to learn that. That's the thing he's got to learn.
Exactly.
Also, MKY here asks a cool question. Also, I will shout out Marshall Owen, who said, I think Nate comes back in July and they move Chicken Strip to the pen as a long reliever. I think it all depends how Chicken Strip is doing.
Exactly.
We'll see.
Because if Chicken Strip is doing this, doing as well as he's been doing, which I still don't think is sustainable, but it's nice to see the progress. And please prove me wrong. But yeah, if he does that, don't rush the development. This kid needs a lot more work.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
MKY here asking us, with Springer coming back, would you consider moving Gurriel Jr. or another surplus outfielder? I'm very firm on my opinion of I don't want to trade Gurriel. I don't want to do it. I've never wanted to do it. The contract is too good. Everything is too nice. The bat is coming around. And guys, you watch. By the end of this season, 800 OPS from this guy. I believe it in my heart. I believe it in my soul. It will happen. I don't want to move him. I don't want to move Grichuk anymore. I don't want to move any of them.
Yeah, I'll be honest, boys. Yeah, like the whole conversation last offseason of like, oh, we got to trade like Grichuk or Gurriel to free up a spot for Springer now. No, that one of those boys in the outfield are going to not be occupying that DH spot. That's why we have it in the American League when we have a surplus. So, no.
Rowdy, though.
Rowdy, I'm okay with. Like, Rowdy, like, we had high hopes coming in. We wanted to see a full season of Rowdy. He's gone off to a slow start, and it's unfortunate for Rowdy, but, like, if you don't produce within the first third of the season and show that you can stay in the lineup, you're not going to stay. Randall Grichuk has proved in the first third of the season he's a fucking guy you cannot remove.
Randall Grichuk saying, I want to be on this team when this team's winning it.
Exactly.
And hey, buddy, you earn your spot. You're killing it right now, guy. You can be there right up until the end. You get that World Series ring with all these kids.
Absolutely.
Rowdy Tellez, he's not saying that anymore, and that's really too bad. Now, the one problem with us and moving Rowdy Tellez is that we don't really have anyone else to play first base. That doesn't seem to be a problem for Vlad, though, because he just plays every single day anyway.
Dude, guy, man, this guy, they were talking about his ability to stay on the field, and, like, he's like 100-plus games right now of a straight streak of playing. Dude, guy's durable.
The man is durable.
If he can play every day, but then there's the thing, it's like occasionally he will play DH. And occasionally Rowdy Tellez does sub in at first. You do want to get him off his feet just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I get that. And I'm totally cool with that. But then again, once the outfielders starting to come in, it's like it gets a little bit more complicated. However, I would still take Vladdy over any of the outfielders that we have currently.
Yeah, 100%, dude, 100%. Right now, I like where we're at, you know? If on the off chance, guys, we start sucking, we don't make postseason, we're going to have a lot of pieces to ship off. Let's just put it that way. We will have a lot of pieces to ship off.
As much as, like, I fucking love Marcus Semien right now, it's like, great off-season signing. We can't really trade him unless we're doing fucking garbage. So we got to be doing garbage. But I don't want to even get. I don't even want to fucking talk about it.
Patrick says trade some picks for a pitcher, maybe a vet later on. Do picks mean anything in baseball? Do picks
First
mean
rounds.
anything?
First rounds, yeah.
First round.
First rounds mean a lot.
Okay, yeah, because I know the baseball selections. It's like in football, like a first round, like you are getting an elite play. You're getting like you're getting an all-star. For a first round, an all-star with years to go.
Yeah.
In baseball, it's not that.
Baseball, it's typically your first round is your best round. Second round, you're gonna get like you guys that may see the show. Third rounds, it's like kind of like top five, kind of like an MLB show. Like your top 5 rounds may see the show one day, but your top one, like your first round, that is a guy like Austin Martin, Alec Manoah. Like these guys are high prospects.
Right. You'll get it. You'll put it in your system, and like this guy will probably be a top 5 prospect in your system, sort of thing.
Like what is Nate Pearson? I think he was a first round, if I'm not mistaken.
11th overall, or no, that was a Manoah.
Taijuan Walker, first round.
First round, yeah.
A lot of guys are first rounds. What the fuck? Can we type? All right, we're not typing.
Whatever,
That's
don't
cool.
worry about it. It's all good. We get the picture.
All right.
We know what's going on.
So a lot of people are talking about. Go ahead, go into the box. A lot of people are talking about calling us. If you are a Patreon member and you have our phone number, give us a call right now. We haven't had a Patreon member call in fucking weeks. So
yeah, if you actually have our phone number already, just call us, dude. Like we won't stop you.
Yeah.
We're chilling.
We're chilling.
Unwind. This one comes from Luke_Mercer11. Shout out to you, my friend. And he asks, who will be all-stars on the Jays, and will Vlad Jr. get into the home run derby? This question was asked months ago. So this is excellent timing.
Excellent timing.
Who do you got going to the freaking all-star game?
Well, actually, I just voted. I just voted today. So I voted in Vlad and I voted in Semyon. However, this little fan bias came into me. There were definitely players more deserving because they played more, they've proven more in the outfield. But I put Tio in there because
why not?
Why not? Maybe he makes the bench. Who knows? So those 3 for sure. Actually, I didn't get to vote a pitcher. I think because the pitchers are picked by I think they're picked by the managers.
Interesting. Because I would vote Ryu.
I would vote Ryu 1,000%.
If I had the chance to do so. Is there any bullpen pitchers that we would send there? Like, no. I can't actually think of it because, like, I'm thinking Romano, but he was hurt. He had some rough outings.
Yeah.
Like if Chatwood was still going.
Here's the thing. There's only like bullpen pitchers. Maybe only get like 3 come in because like
you gotta be the best of the best.
Yes, I haven't watched one in obviously 2 years, so I kind of forget what their system is. But like usually they'll pitch like 5 to 6 starters in the first half, like 1 inning each, and then they'll do like the rest bullpen. But Roberto Osuna made All-Star 1 year.
Yeah, I'm not sure if our guys are up to snuff right now. But I would also, on our batting side of things, Semyon's got to be an All-Star. Vladdy is obviously a freaking All-Star.
Yeah, 1,000%.
I would honestly put Randall Grichuk up there, I think, instead of Tio.
Interesting.
Right up there with the RBIs. He's played all season long. He's had some clutch-ass hits. And he's made some good plays defensively. So I would vote in Randall Grichuk. I think that I really like what he's done with the RBIs up there. I'd go for it. I don't know. I don't think he will. I think
it'll be that's more of a fan vote like I did.
That's more of a fan vote. But like I really like what he's done this year, and I think he is worthy of a nod.
Okay.
Worthy of a nod.
Okay, love it. Love it. And then the last part, do you think Vladdy's going to play in the home run derby?
I think that he should, but you informed me of a thing being like they don't usually do that.
It all depends on the player too, because like they will invite the best home run hitters every single year. They'll invite them, and then usually they decline if like if the organization doesn't want them to. Like if the organization's like, hey, like because usually they don't want them to do it. A, to get hurt. B, to fuck up their swing.
Don't get all the home runs out there, guys. Save them for the field.
Save them So they usually don't. It's so I think he's gonna get invited 1,000%. What is the organization gonna do? I don't know. Will I want him to see the home run derby?
Who could get invited actually is maybe even Tio. I saw a thing that over the last 162 games, Teoscar Hernandez, if it was 162 in concession, would have hit 44 home runs.
Wow.
So
you know what? I'm down for that because because Vladdy, he's on the main stage. He's been on the main stage ever since he came to the show. Like, he has nothing to prove on the main stage.
I love the T.O. home run derby.
That is someone that I feel like a lot of people don't even look at. And, like, I've watched John Boy, and John Boy's even said this, literally the exact same thing. And I feel like that, when people are watching home run derby from other teams, they're going to go, Teoscar Hernandez, on the Blue Jays, is he a home run hit? Like, is he that good? And he's going to shock the world. I think he will.
Totally agree, dude. Totally freaking agree.
What else we got?
Fun fact, 6 years ago at 2015, we were 24-30. LOL. Oh, you found it. Good on you.
How do you find that? I was looking it up, Bringer Rain.
Find that, buddy. I'm not sure.
But yeah, 24-30. That's impressive. That's impressive. But I always had faith. See, I'm a very much, get the question, but I'm a very much different fan than I was in 2015.
Well, you're also a baseball analyst now.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like I feel like my sports knowledge, I've just gotten. I'm gonna toot my own horn here because like I've gotten so much smarter. But I'm serious. Like I actually feel like I've gotten a lot smarter when it comes to sports, what's going on. Back in the day, I was just like, all right, like I hope we do well.
Yeah.
Are we doing good?
Yeah.
We doing good, guys?
Yeah, I was also a teenager, and when I was watching the Jays in 2015, I just had faith. They're 24-30. If we were 24-30 now, I'm going, fuck, we got to trade people, blah, 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 blah. And they shut me the fuck up, and, they would shut me the fuck up in that year if I was, there. So,
yeah.
Yeah, what do you got?
What's more important, pitching or batting?
Pitching.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Take this in. The Yankees, and I looked this up, are ranked 23rd in offense, yet their pitching is 4th. Our offense is ranked number 1 in OPS, and this is based on offense OPS. Like OPS for the Yankees 23rd, OPS for the Blue Jays 1st.
An OPS, guys, is one of my favorite stats because I think it's so good at valuing a player's like overall contributions, power, and ability to get on base.
Exactly. And we're 12th in pitching. Like, we're 1st in offense, 12th in pitching. However, we're behind the Yankees by a game. The Yankees, yeah, exactly, 23rd, but they're 4th. Which doesn't look good if you do, like, you'd think, of course I'd take the team with the number 1 in offense, 12 pitching, but no, we're actually not doing as well.
Yeah.
Now, you play that situation out a bunch of times, who knows who's better and what, but that just goes to show I would rather take the pitching.
That literally proves it. I also want to look at Patrick Guerra right here. He says, I like this team, gents. I remember winning the chips back in 92, 93. Good team here. I don't. I was like, still nothing, dude. Like my dad was probably wanking me out in the toilet. Like I was nothing at that point. It took about 6 more years before I became an actual thing. So I clearly don't remember that, but obviously an amazing time in Blue Jays history. So that's really cool. And also Ernest, I don't think we want to tell you our phone number live right now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like if you really want to, we will 1,000% have you on the show next week. Like I apologize if this is like a weird timing or whatever.
Yeah. So like for those who are Patreons and actually people who want to come on the show, you can become a Patreon.
It's only $3 a month, guys.
Like literally, and if you want to check out, like you're like, where the hell do I call into the show and shit and like become a Patreon? In the description is our Patreon link. You can sign up there. And then we'll give you our number. And please, if you are a Patreon, message us like right now. You can message us right now if you want to call, and we'll call you.
And you can also text us too, guys. Like, we are your friends. Like we want to make this a whole community, and like everyone's doing their thing, being friends. Like we all love baseball, even if you're not a Blue Jays fan. Like I really respect. We got a couple of you guys in here who are not Blue Jays fans, but just have a love for the game. And that is so cool in my mind because it's like we're connecting over something that's just like bigger than us right now. Like there's so much shit in the world, but baseball is a thing that we all love. It is a sport that we can get behind. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Dive into the question box, big guy.
Guys, place your questions in the comment section down below. All right. This one's from me. And I say, if you were Ross Atkins, what's your first move?
Also, hey, Nicholas Rubello. He said he's back. How's it going,
Welcome.
buddy? If you're Ross Atkins, what's your first move?
Yeah, what's your first move
Right
now?
now.
Right now. What's your first move? If you're Ross Atkins. Ernest did send us a message. There we go.
I think I'd hold. For right now.
Hold your move.
Yeah. Yeah, like, it's like if we're playing poker, like, I check.
Okay.
I don't have anything really to do right now. Like, I don't want to fold. I don't want to go out and buy somebody right this second. I also don't want to.
What about within our system?
I actually don't think that. I'm actually very happy with what we've got going on right now. Okay. I'm really happy with what we have going on right now. I think we got to let it ride. I like what we're doing with George Springer. I like what's going on with Nate Pearson and SWR. I like what's happening with Manoah. I like what's happening with our rotation. I do wish it was better, but I don't think I'd rush to go out and get that starter right now because we got to wait a couple more weeks. See, like, if Yankees, Boston, and Tampa are still ahead of us, like, there's no purpose of this anyways. Like, we got to wait it out. I'm trusting the process. I'm loving our offense. Even though we're all hating on Charlie Montoya, I'm kind of vibing with what he's doing right now because, like, the offense is killing it. The pitching's doing really well. Like, everything's kind of molding together. I think I would stick with it. I would hold, and I would wait and see what happens in about 3 weeks.
I agree. You're getting a phone call also from Ernest.
Okay, buddy.
Ernest is calling in.
All right. Let's get him on.
Hello. Here, good. Let me get you on the speaker one
hold
second.
Up, my guy. Just we gotta get.
Boom. There we go. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. What about you guys?
I mean, you know how we're doing.
We're doing. Oh yeah.
It's like we're chilling out right now. Obviously, drinking some wine, talking about the Jays, but it is very nice, man. Appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, man. So what's on your mind, Ernest? What's on your mind?
I heard that you have some hot takes.
Yeah.
The first thing I want to talk about, just to get it out of the way, because I feel like it's kind of the elephant in the room, is what do you guys think should happen to Marcell Ozuna? Do you think he should still be allowed to play?
I think that he needs to get investigated. I know nothing about the entire situation. I know that reports have come out and they aren't cool. And I think that it needs to get investigated by, like, full professionals who know exactly what's going on. And if it is confirmed true what it has been reported, I don't think that he should play right now. I think that I do believe that, people can be rehabilitated, and I don't think that we should write him off from the league forever. But I think that he has some personal things that he's got to do, whether that be go to some counseling, whether that be, like, I don't know. There's so many different avenues, but he's got to work on himself if he's got these kind of anger issues.
Like for me, like, if the reports are true and, like, he did strangle his wife and beat her with a cast, like, I think he should serve time. Like, absolutely. Like, that's an assault. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
that's
like,
messed up.
It's super messed up. Like, so if you're serving time in jail, you're obviously not gonna play in the league. And here's the thing: it's like when he comes out of jail, like, then we can reassess, obviously, because, again, I agree with Nick where it's like when you serve your time, you do your crime, you serve your time, you come out of jail, then we can reassess, but maybe he doesn't even want to play baseball at that point.
For me,
you know what I mean?
I think it's got to be even a little bit more than that, because, like, I think he has to make some actual changes.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't want to play with him. Let's put it that way.
Exactly. I wouldn't want to play with him.
I sure as fuck wouldn't want to play with him right now. I don't care, like, I don't care if he's the piece that wins us the World Series. Do I want that guy in my locker room? Fuck no.
No,
I can't pop the champagne afterwards.
I'm scared. I'm running if I'm in the same locker room.
Yeah, for real. Like, if he's exploding in the comfort of his own home and, like, doing that case develops and that's kind of our take on that.
I read in the chat. I think you said it, Ernest. You said that you have some hot takes though. I want to hear some of these hot fucking takes. Did I misread that or did you say that?
No, I said it. One of the things I wanted to talk about was, like, do you guys think DeGrom's a better hitter than Shohei?
DeGrom?
Well, because
he's killing it right now. He's like, what, hitting like 450 or something?
What is he hitting right now, Ernest?
I don't know the exact number, but he's going crazy.
It is really good, actually. It
Yeah.
is really good. Yeah, I mean, I don't think so, man.
Yeah.
Like, I think that Shohei Ohtani has like 15 or 16 home runs. I think that DeGrom is probably just like throwing his bat in the zone, and it happens to find a baseball every now and again. This is gonna cool down from him. As much as I would love if DeGrom actually did that,
Yeah,
that
for
would
real.
be insanity for me, and he would be very clearly the best player in baseball. My analytical brain can't buy into it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, it's definitely Ohtani. Definitely.
Okay, another thing I wanted to say was, do you guys, I personally believe this, do you guys think that Randall Grichuk's the top 3 player in the Blue Jays?
Top 2.
Top 2. I'm gonna say no.
can't-
I'm
yeah.
gonna say not top 2. I think he's top.
At least
4.
top 3.
You can make an argument for top 3 for sure. The only person I'm including there is Tio because I think I have a tiny bias towards him, and as of late, like, yeah, you could definitely make an argument that he is like top 3.
Okay. What about this? Let's rephrase it in a way where, do you think that Randall will finish a top 3 player at the end of the year rather than right now? You know, like, what do you think's gonna? Do you think Randall continues this? Do you think he gets better, or does he fall off? I want your
Ernest,
answer as
yeah.
well, Ernest. I want your answer too.
Ernest, what's your answer on that?
I think it's kind of a situation where the Blue Jays are a really talented team. And if he went to another team, he'd be a top 3 player, kind of like if Aaron Rodgers goes to another team.
We always come back to this. I don't know why I let you call him on my fucking podcast. I run
you
this
want
thing.
to let you feel it, bro. Okay, so for me, I think he's got a good chance to finish in the top 5. A good, like,
Top 5?
yeah, because here's the thing. George Springer might come back, right?
Yeah, he sucks.
You know what? Honestly,
Like-
Ernest, I don't think he sucks. But I don't expect George Springer to have a great year this year.
No, I don't. But like, there's still a chance. There is still a chance, right?
I do think that Grichuk will be better than him. I think
The
he will
first
be
sure.
I
better
think
than
Grichuk's
him
better
this
than
year.
Springer.
I think he will be
I think
better.
that's the worst signing in history.
Really,
Ooh, really?
my guy.
Say it one more time for everybody. Say it one more time.
Yeah, everybody.
I think the George Springer signing was the worst signing in major sports history, not just the MLB.
We have 48 people in here right now. I want responses from all 48 of you to agree or to deny
Yes.
what Ernest just said.
Is-
Worst signing in
getting
not
paid-
only MLB.
He's getting paid $10 million per game.
$10 million per game.
Well, at this point, he
Yeah,
is.
'cause he only
actually.
plays a couple games a year.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, he is, dude. But I don't think so. I think that we're gonna get an elite player out of him eventually.
Eventually.
However, this season seems like a write-off, and even if he does come back, bro, like, you're out of rhythm. You're not with it right now. Like, you've been on the bench. You've been watching these guys. You're going to want to come back and hit a home run immediately and get back into it. I don't see him having a great season. I do think next year, though, if he can come in healthy, he's going to be a stud. That's my opinion. And I do think Randall Grichuk will be better than him this year.
He's an injury threat, though, walking to first. Like, if he gets walked, he's an injury threat that's going to, like, pull a muscle walking to first. Like, that's horrible. He has to bring in a pinch runner from his
Right.
team to walk.
Actually, I can't rebuke you right now,
like,
dude, because
literally Kirk's done it.
it has happened, and like this guy's like, you know, fatigued or some shit after a game. Also, you're getting hated on right now, Ernest. You're getting the smoke. You're getting the smoke right now. People are coming at you. So yeah, but you know what? I hear what you're saying. He doesn't play a whole lot. We haven't seen a whole bit of it, but I think that he will come around. And I like what you're saying about Grichuk. I think that Grichuk's. I'm close to saying I think he'll finish top 3. I've completely flipped on Grichuk, and
We go back and forth, bro.
We go back and forth all the time.
All season long.
I
It's,
love Randall.
dude, I love Randall. Like here's the thing. It's like some weeks you don't see Randall, but that's the thing. That's baseball. Some weeks you don't
Always
see
looks
someone.
good, though. He comes ready to play. Like, his hair's all gel. He just comes ready to play.
He's got the baseball swag, you know, like he's definitely flexing out there, but
man.
you know, like he's ready to go. And you know what? I hope that we can see ready to go Randall when it comes time for the playoffs, because that is what's going to push us over.
Like, sneakily, if this guy is, like, has an OPS of, like, 850 at the end of the year, I'm going to be like, how the fuck did this happen?
For real.
Like, I did not see this coming. He manifested it.
We manifested this
and,
shit.
like, that's just the beautiful thing. Sometimes in championship teams, we have guys like Randall Grichuk who have had, in their entire career, you know, a 770 OPS, and then out of the fucking blue, blow up like this, and they're like, I'm going to be clutch right now.
Absolutely. All right, Ernest, is anything else you want to say on the podcast?
Oh, yeah, there was one more thing I want to say. Do you think there's any Blue Jays players who's worse in a clutch situation than Kevin King would be in a clutch situation?
You fucking prick.
Mom, get out! I'm doing an interview.
I hope that was real.
I hope that was real.
Yeah.
I really hope that was real, buddy. Because if so, we're going to post it everywhere.
Yeah.
But I can't help bring the groceries. Give me 10 minutes.
All right, Ernest. It's been great talking with you, buddy. Having you roast my football team. We're going to see you later. We're going to see you in the chat, my guy. Everyone's more clutch than Kevin King, though. I don't care if Rebecca's
stuck in the washing machine.
All right, see you, Ernest. Take care, man. Thanks for coming on.
Later, bro. Later, bro.
Sorry, guys. Maybe next time.
Yeah. You hit us
always,
next time.
dude. Hit us next time. 100%.
Big guy.
All right.
Okay, have a good one, guys.
Cheers.
Later, bro.
Love you, bro.
Love you too. All right, guys. That was Ernest on the show.
He's a character.
Yeah.
He's a character.
He knows how to push my buttons. He knows how to push my buttons.
All right. I'm just going to get this one out of the way. Zendot, I see you reposting the same thing. Please, I don't respect the spam, but I have to answer it just to help everybody.
This guy's still grinding.
Okay, okay.
What does he say?
He says Ryan, no more. He says Ryan Yarbrough threw a complete game. It was the first complete game in the Rays there, first in 731 games, MLB record, first since 2016. Blue Jays today have been spamming for an hour.
Okay. Cool. No. Okay. We'll actually.
Well, actually, I didn't know he threw a complete game.
I didn't know that either. I know that Garrett Cole got rocked today by the Rays. I'm surprised that Yarbrough made it the entire 9. That's crazy.
Yeah. I thought he was just more of like a bulk opener kind of dude when he first came up with them.
Yeah. But I mean, like, that's really cool. Well, actually, no. That's not cool at all. The Rays are our competition. And if they actually have guys that are capable of going complete games, like, their whole thing is we only have guys that go 3 innings. Fuck complete games. We don't need any guys doing that on their squad.
Dude.
We need them to chill out.
Like, the Rays, man, they piss. Okay, no offense to any Rays fans. Your team's really good. I kind of want to be a Rays fan because of how fucking hilarious the situation is. Who's their star power? Rosarina, Austin Meadows, Glass now.
That's it.
Getting a call from Ernest again. 1 second, Ernest. What's up?
Oh, I was just about to answer it.
He went away.
He went away.
But that's it. And if you had that in any other organization, you're not making playoffs. You're not even close. But the nerds fucking pick Ryan Yarbrough to go 9 innings, and I don't even know what to make of it.
Also, Joshua, I hear you, buddy. I freaking hear you. Just think about how much the Jays are going to get for Semien and Grichuk if they are out of it. I know. But I also want to put it this way. If we're out of it, if we're actually not winning any more ball games, I don't think that these guys are doing what they're doing right now. So I think their price goes down. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Just think about how much Jays are going to get for Semien. Yeah.
I don't want to trade him right now.
I'm
so happy with it.
I have not even considered, like, obviously it's coming to my mind, like,
been like, oh,
we could do it.
Like, it feels
but
like
we're not going to.
Yeah.
Like, we would, like, as long as we're doing what we're doing right now, like staying above 500, being competitive, being like 5 games out, 1 game out of a wild card, we're not gonna sell. There's no way. There's no way.
Nah. Also, Matthew Williams. I've never seen you in the chat before, Matthew, so welcome if you are new. He asks, how long have you guys been Blue Jays fans? Adam, it's been a minute.
I think it's got to be 10 years now. 10 years.
Closing in.
2011,
yeah,
I
you were
think.
like low-key fan in 2011 and then like started
big time.
ramping
Like
up,
I started,
you know?
I got my jersey in 2012.
I remember like it was a couple years ago. It was when fantasy baseball hit, and it was when we were doing thing, you know, and you were like, wow, like I haven't watched the Jays like this, like ever, you know, and it's like we straight up watched like every game, you know.
Yeah.
That was back in like 2018, I think, but
Yeah.
for me, I'm a bit of a newer fan. I started paying attention to them after the whole postseason thing, being crazy with Bautista and whatnot. Then I started actively watching a game here, a game there, 2017, and then it's been pretty much history ever since. So
Also, Ernest just said my mom wants to talk to you. She thinks you're trying to pull a Deshaun Watson. Now, is it actually your mom, or are you going to go, hello?
it's not. It isn't. We're not doing that, Ernest's mom. We're not doing that. We're nice guys.
Bring of Rain goes, I see he's been asking for 20 minutes. Is 2020 the best year for the Jays history since 2000? I also just want to say, sorry, guys, we're missing your comments. We're answering, and then, you know, obviously a lot of you guys are talking.
I love that everyone's
but we love
talking,
it.
though.
But we love all this.
Yeah.
So, yes, is 2020 the best year for the Jays in history since 2000?
2020.
Now, I'll be honest. Was not alive. I know, like, was Delgado on the team in 2000? Ernest is calling us.
No, Ernest. No.
I think 2020. Yeah, 2020 was an interesting year. I don't think it was our best team. I think 2015 and 2016 were better teams than 2020.
Sure.
So,
yeah, I agree.
So in that being said, I'm going to replace that 2000 with that because I don't know 2000. So, yeah. I think 2020 could have been our like top 5 in the last 20 years. I think it could have been top 5. So, you know.
Totally freaking agree, guys.
What else?
Yeah, what else?
Should we dive into the box?
Dive into the box, buddy.
We've been going for about 70 minutes
now. I'm
now.
gonna be honest. I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm down if this is the last question for us today.
Okay. Everyone, ask your last question.
Ask your last questions, guys. I'll pick one of them, and that's what we'll answer. Also,
right.
if you're new here, if you could subscribe, that'd be sweet.
We just do baseball and fun things. Underscore Rosonic says, would you ever bring fans on the show just to talk about the Jays, favorite players, games, etc.?
No, would never do it. Never happening.
Never would. As we're getting a literal call from.
In fact, I think for me, it really comes down to this. You know, if you are a person who, I don't know, actively attacks somebody's heart, if you know that they're in pain, for instance, after losing, like, I don't know, a person that you love, or a relationship, or a big game, a big football game. Let's put it this way, a big football game. If you actively attack somebody after losing a big football game, or after, like, harsh rumors about their star player, then we will never, ever have you on the show. That's just me. What about you? What do you think?
We're going to get a call from Ernest. He keeps calling us, guys. Ernest, I got to give my final thought here. I mean, we literally have Patreon. I can't give as much of a creative answer than that. We have Patreon. It's $3. You can come onto the show, Rusonic, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm honestly just screwing with you, man. Like, $3 a month, you pay us that. I'll answer any freaking question you want.
All right. You know what? For the final, let's just...
All right. Answer it. Ernest,
yes, sir. What's up?
What's up?
Okay. Your mom wants to talk to us?
Hello?
Hey. How are you?
Why are you talking to my son?
He's a pretty cool guy, and he pays us $3 a month.
What are your intentions with him?
Oh, he's gone. All right. I figured that would happen. All right, guys.
I was so down to answer that question, Ernest. What are your intentions with him? I had so many good answers on that. If you're still watching, Ernest's mom, like, next week. We'll catch you
next week.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that is the Wine Unwind.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for coming. We had a great turnout today. This was. Whoa! We're getting some Blue Jay suck.
Some Blue Jay
No.
hate right now. now.
No.
Not cool.
Go.
Who are you? Who are you? Are you new?
Putting you in a timeout.
Yeah.
Putting you in a timeout, sir.
Timeout.
No hate on this show. No more hate. No more hate.
Yeah, no more hate. Also, Atlanta, his mom did say hi there. And Patrick Gore, I don't think this is for real unless you're referring to the messages that this guy said, in which case he's just insanity. Anyways, guys, it's been so much fun.
Yes. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.
And
Go Jays, go!